Not the first time that an umpire would have missed a no-ball call. We have a change in bowling. Just 3 overs for Yadgar, 3 overs for 14. And it's now Shabir Ahmed who starts off. A single to Sarwan. We have a change in the commentary box now. Rami Zaraja is with Jeffrey Dujan.
Thank you, Tony. Pakistan needed wickets. They've got 2. In a close game, you need to pick up wickets with the new ball. And a job well done by Rana Naveed. He also comes up with the goods. He's got this knack of picking up important wickets. And even though he may go for runs, but he picked those wickets which are very important, whether you're playing test match cricket or one-day cricket. 27 for 2. Shabir Ahmed starting his new spell. He was injured and had a long layoff. This is his first international game in the last, if I remember correctly, about 6 months or so. Busted his ankle. He was operated upon, now seems to be fit. Well, that's a close thing. Umpire David Shepherd thinks that the ball would have missed the stumps, but it was mighty close.
This is worth a look. There's the pitch in line, but there's a lot of swinging too much into the bat, and it looked like it would have missed the leg stump, but certainly pitched in line.
Yes, hit his back leg, but even then the ball would have gone on to miss the stumps. Close thing. He's a tall fellow, Shabir Ahmed. He'll get an extra bit of bounce from this track. Like any other fast bowler, especially for somebody who's coming back in the side, he's got to look to bowl as straight as possible and then look for those little variations that are required to give you wickets and results. Best thing to do if you are a medium pacer is to bowl within the stumps on this kind of a pitch, where you know that if you hit the right areas and that good length spot, the ball will do something. It may jump, it may stay low. You've got to give yourself some chance, semblance of a chance to pick up wicket. 29 wickets in 30 matches for Shabir Ahmed. It's 27 for 2.
The 2 wickets that the West Indies have lost, they've lost them in pretty much the same manner. 2 short balls, good planning from the Pakistanis. Everything was pitched up, everything encouraging the batsmen to come forward. Xavier Marshall drawn onto the front foot and then given a short ball and caught in no man's land. And Chris Gayle, a quicker ball that hurried onto him, and he wasn't able to get it away.
Pakistan with 38 for 1, the West Indies 27 for 2. That is going to be his line of action, line of aggression, that off-stump line. Has got 2 slips in place. The ball has not really swung for the Pakistani medium pacers as it did for the West Indian fast bowlers. Conditions were different. There was a little bit of moisture around early. The game started at 9:35 local time.
There is a little bit of a hint that the ball will swing from a fuller length, as we saw in the last over from Shabir. He bowled a full ball to Morton, and it just eased in to the bat.
He drives well around Naresh Sarwan. It'll be interesting to see how he goes about his job. If West Indies can go on and manage those 50 overs, I'm sure they'll be able to win this quite easily in the end. And he's an important player, Ram Naresh Sarwan. He's got the experience, he's got the technique.
Appeared to be another no ball there.
Yorker, well defended by Norton. Required rate 3.99. Current rate is just going along at the required rate. Morton doing well to dig that one out away from the stumps. He's not yet off the mark, Morton. He's played a couple of good shots.
Rana bowling a pretty good length, but appears to be a little bit closer to the batsman than he should be.
No intention of playing that shot, but the impact was outside those stumps, so no damage done. 28 for 2.
Morton managing to get well forward and struck outside the line. No real worries there for him.
Inzamam ul Haq will be pretty happy with this effort from his medium paces. Still a lot of work left to be done. Couple of leg before appeals from Pakistani medium paces. This one was clearly hitting the batsman outside the stumps, line of the stumps. Very ambitious was Rana Naveed. We know that he puts in a great bit of effort every time he's asked to bowl. Must look to pick those singles that are so important early on, especially in the 15 overs. On this kind of a pitch, you need to be just getting off strike and looking to give your partner the strike. When boundaries are hard to come by, you should be aiming to just place the ball in the gap.
Very difficult to play through the line on a pitch like this, with the ball not coming on. Important that the gaps be found, and that even though the boundaries aren't coming, the singles, the score needs to be turned over, to be there or thereabouts the run rate that you'd want to be at the midpoint.
6 singles taken in this total of 28. He started off well, Shabir Ahmed. He's bowled the right line. He's not sprayed the ball around. He was not given the new ball. Normally, early on in his career, who would bowl with the new ball, and Inzamam thinking that he's still raw, still not 100%, and may just spray the new ball around. So brought him on when Rana Naveed, in fact it was Raif Takhar who finished the spell.
He's bowled a very good length and a very good line. He's kept the ball close to the batters, and they haven't really been able to get hold of him. And this is what he needs to do. West Indies having lost 2 wickets, it's a good opportunity for the Pakistanis to push them back.
It's a maiden from Shabir, 28 for 2. Last game played here, West Indies versus Bangladesh. It was a close thing. Bangladesh almost going on to surprise the home team. Home team winning by just 1 wicket. And I'm told the pitch was very similar to this one here.
Morton, very inexperienced at this level.
Pressure must be mounting on him. He's not yet off the mark, faced 10 deliveries. Very good delivery from Rana Naveed. He'll keep on testing you, teasing you with that short pitch stuff. He's slippery, he's not medium pace. You think that he's not very fast, but he can be very quick.
It's a big effort ball there. Put everything behind that, and clearly much faster than the other deliveries that he's bowled. That front foot getting very close to that front line.
This time Eddie Nichols reads it well and gives it as a no ball. He missed a couple of earlier ones. Lacey Rana Naveed, fastest ball, 90.4.
There we can see that front foot clearly over the line.
Morton not yet off the mark. Now 2 things can happen. He can break free by hitting loosely and the process get out, or otherwise he can carry on batting like this, and that will certainly pressurize West Indies batting lineup. So hard choice to make for this young fellow.
Well, he's really going at the ball a bit too much, and with the way the field is set, it would be better probably for him to look for a single, to nudge it into a gap and at least get off the mark.
He's off the mark now. That'll release some pressure off his shoulders. It's been slow going from both these two. Sarwan 3 of 15, Morton 1 of 14. This should certainly delight in Zamamul Haq. As expressionless as ever. .11 gone. West Indies 30 for the loss of 2 wickets.